Hi, my name's Joe DiDonato, and I'm a co-founder and chairman of the AI Learning Alliance. I'm also president of eSources AI University. One of the things we always see in our workshops is the amount of knowledge of just the basics in ChatGPT that people need to use it better. So that's the purpose of this video this morning. I'm going to give you some tips on how to use it, and hopefully this will help you use it more effectively at work. So first thing is, let's look in the top left here. So this is my default, which is ChatGPT 5.1, the instant mode. I use it for most everything, but it's not so great at certain things like code. And in that case, I switch back to an earlier model 4.0, which I think does a lot better work with the code, at least for me, because I'm not doing Python code and so forth, the heavy duty stuff. But you can also use 5.1 for all of that. So just letting you know that you have some choices here. Okay, so this left side is a sidebar that's collapsed. A lot of folks never knew that, so I'm going to show you. It's just a simple slider here, and it's got all the history and all my tools setting up on the left side. So I can create a new chat. I could search for a chat that I may have done a couple days ago, so I can continue on. It has a whole bunch of things, and I'm going to take you through all that. But one of the first things I want to do is show you how to make this a little bit more private. Okay, so if you click down here where you see either your name or a circle with your initials in it, you'll see settings. If you open settings, this window will appear. And what you want to look for here is the data controls. So this controls who can see your data. Your model will probably be set to on when it says improve the model for everyone. So I'll just set it to on. You'll see what it looks like. You'll have a blue shadow behind it. That means it's on. What that's going to do is allow all of your information that you upload and use there, improve the model for everyone. And that's important for all of us because it's helping all of us. And to have a billion people helping the model is great. But if you're going to be doing things like putting up company information, you want to turn that off. And you can see as soon as I did that, that the off button showed on. There's a couple other things, include your audio recordings, video recordings. Those are all things you can select, but this is the important one for security. You'll probably have heard stories where some individuals unknowingly uploaded sensitive company information, and that's how it got stolen. So mine's off. I suggest yours is off too. There's another piece in here is personalization. So there's some stuff about you down below. It's not important for your purposes or my purposes to show you mine. But what I wanted to show you is here, custom instructions. You can ask it to be witty and so forth down below. But if you want some specific help, this is a good place to use it. So you can see in mine, although I build agentic AI agents every day, and because it's all in English, it's very easy to use. Occasionally I have to go back and use some code. It's been a while since I used JavaScript and a lot of HTML, so I like it to be very clear. So I set it back to the 7th grade level because that's all I need to work with it. Some people who have no coding experience might want to set it back to the 5th grade level. And that doesn't mean you're a 5th grader. That just means it's at a level of understanding a 5th grader could understand what's being said. Why is that important? Because it'll throw terminology at you that you may not know, like make sure you set this up as a database file in GitHub. I mean, unless you know what GitHub is and all the other stuff and how to do that, that's not going to be very helpful. But at the 5th grade level, it'll step you through it step by step, tell you how to get to GitHub and so forth. So depends on your level of expertise and the topic. So uh, this for me is when it's about coding. It just makes it easier for me to understand. So and uh, the other thing the new 5 doesn't do well is to give all the code in one text box. It'll break it. So it'll have text up here and then start writing in English or whatever language you're using in between. And then another code box appears. And so I asked it to give me the complete code. Always give me the complete code in a text box, which is uh, more important unless I ask to receive something different. And many times I will, because when you have a long set of markdown code, which is something we use for the agents, then what can happen is that because it's generative, it'll slightly change things and cause other problems. So we don't like it to do that. So I may just ask, just give me this section here, and I can get along with that. So it's just how you like to interact with it. And again, down below, you can tell it your age and so forth. You can say, I want it to be witty, just call me Joe, or just call me late for dinner, whatever you want to say down there. And then you have to save it here. So now it's personalized to us. So that's kind of the basics. Then the next part is something you probably didn't know was there. And that's if you hit this explore button. What's behind this is a lot of people have built agents on top of this platform for the public to use. And there are a lot of them that I think are great. I especially like in video. That's a great tool because you basically give it a script. It goes out and finds all the available B-roll that's out there and slaps it together for you and creates a video very quickly. But there's other tools here like writing tools, everything from making songs, writing songs to things like writing a story or things like that. You can ask ChatGPT to do that directly, but these are probably have a little bit of coaching along the way. Okay, what's this story about? So you don't miss that in the prompt and so forth. And who are the main players and what are their characters like and so forth. So if you go through here, there's a lot of tools like that. I have one over here, legal contracts. If I put that up, you'll see what this does. So I can say to it, please create an independent contractor agreement for me. And what it'll do is step me through everything it needs to write that. So I've used this. It's excellent. So I'm just going to close that. What's the general nature of the work the contractor will be doing? What's the location? So we use the state's laws and so forth. And it'll step you through one thing after another, just like if you're sitting across from a lawyer. And at the end, it'll just pop out the entire agreement. Very, very cool to use, especially if you're a small company and you can't afford, $300 to $500 an hour services from a legal attorney. But the other side of it is, if you already have this document created, you can take it over to your attorney and say, give it a glance, and the charge won't be as high, and so you'll have saved yourself some money. So there's all these GBTs, but you might want something that you don't see up here. This is an image one. This is for programming, just writing code. I should use that every once in a while, but I don't know who wrote the interface, and I'm looking for very specific things. But let's say a prompt optimizer. You can see it came up naturally that way. But all you have to do is put in prompt optimizer and hit enter. So as you see, they're all shown as soon as I type in that word. So let's pick one that's a master level AI prompt. Let's see what this one does. People are giving it a 4.7. If it's a good one, it can recognize the language that you're using and you can ask the question. So let's just try one. So now it's deployed as your primary. So you see the name is up here, right? So once you're done with the prompt, you want to go back to ChatGPT. You can do that by just saying new chat. But if you come down here and say, create a story about AI use in healthcare. Okay. Will ChatGPT create something? It probably will, but you haven't told it anything about who you are. Is this a story? And who's the audience? Is this for young kids, physicians, healthcare professionals, insurers, or what? So, what it should do, if it's a good one, is prompt you through it. So here's your target. Who is it? Detail, use him, write me a marketing email. So it's giving you a way of, it's walking you through how to do the right prompt so you don't do the iteration 40 or 50 times to get it. So we have one that I've built for our tools that looks and sees if you already have a course uh, prepared on that one. Lots of times we're asked to do Delta version, so to bring that up, and all we have our people have to say is add this and remove this from and create a whole new version of the course, and it'll do that. So those are very helpful things that I think get you on your way anyways into the world of AI, and you can start using AI in your job right away. So I know a lot of you are here because you have a goal in mind, and I think that goal is probably to learn about AI and ChatGPT and how to use it in your job. So I hope this gave you all the information you needed, but there's an easier way to get there and a lot faster. And what I'd recommend to you is to think about joining the AI Learning Alliance. There you have access to all of their courseware. They're partnered with the eSource AI University, so anything that we teach there, you can take for free. It starts at $99 a year. So it's a great investment to get you started along the way. There's even a job board. There's credentials where you have resume credentials that you can use as a result of being there. I'll put the link below the video so that you can click on it and get there. And good luck with everything. And I hope you enjoyed this. And as I see other things that I think you might like to learn about, I'll try and get a short video out to you. Thanks for joining me today.